Hey folks, this is Vincent Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Roll for the Galaxy. This game supports 2 to 5 players, it's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is 45 minutes. I haven't touched this game in 3 years, so I'm a bit rusty. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this is similar to Race for the Galaxy. There's a lot of similar iconography, but instead of using cards, you're going to be rolling dice. The game ends when one player manages to get 12 of these tiles into their personal tableau. The starting tiles do count. This single one here starts as 1, and this double here starts as 2. So we both start with 3 tiles out of the 12 already. The other way the game can end is if someone grabs all of these victory point tokens here. The number of victory points available will depend on how many people that are playing the game. So as far as how the game is played, well, let me just go ahead and show you. This is our player screen. We actually hide our little strip here for part of our turn. I'll explain that. So at the beginning of a round, everyone rolls their dice in their cup secretly. Then they'll assign whatever workers that are on those dice faces to the strip. These dice here have different shapes, and they correspond to the shapes on this strip. And the die faces and these iconographies here will determine what kind of action they can do. So if you roll a diamond, for example, you'll put the diamond die under the develop column. Or if you roll a circle, which is the settle, you'll put that under the settle column, and so on and so on and so on. So you'll be putting dice underneath each column secretly. Then each player will secretly assign one of those dice in one of those columns, doesn't matter which one. They'll move it to any space that they want on the strip here. It doesn't have to match. So let's say that I wanted to do explore this round. I could take a die from this column over here and then put it over here. And then I'm guaranteed that action is guaranteed to happen this round. Out of the 5 here, these represents all the different things that could possibly happen in a given round, but not all of them will actually activate in a given round. It depends on what players choose. I will choose one, Ida Lee will choose one. We might choose the same thing, well maybe we'll choose 2 different things. In a 2-player game, there is a dummy player that rolls a dice and will also possibly activate a third, action for that round. So after we secretly assign a die to one of those phases or one of those actions there, we'll reveal our workers and announce phases. We'll go through the phases. There's a lot more to it than this, okay? But I'm just giving you an overview. Once we resolve the phases in order, so we're going to start with that. Did we activate this? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, both of us will resolve it. And then same thing with that, then that, then that, then that. After we're done resolving everything, used dice will go back in, or go into your citizenry here. Any unused dice that you didn't use this round will go back in the cup. And then at the end of the round is sort of like a manage empire phase. That's where you can spend money that you'll be earning throughout the game to put dice back into your cup. Dice that are sitting here are kind of useless, so you need to spend money in order to put them back in your cup so that you can use them to perform various actions for future rounds. And here's just a quick look at all the different phases that are available. There's trade prices, you can trade in goods for money or victory points. Here's a look at all the different dice colors in the game and all the different, I guess how they're weighted. For example, the military red die has 1 explore phase, 2 develop, 2 settle, 0 produce, 0 ship, and 1 wild. That tells you what's on their die phases. So as you're looking to get tiles to build into your tableau, you may want to go, okay, is this tile going to give me a yellow dice? Yes. Okay, so is that going to help me? Is that something I'm going to want? The yellow die has 1 develop, 1 settle, 1 produce, and 3 wild. So that alien tech die could be very useful, depending on what happens. Now, there's, again, a lot more to it than that, but that is a general primer. We'll explain as we go, as best as we can. Again, I haven't played this in 3 years, so we're bound to make a mistake or 2. All right. So, I guess we'll just start up. We randomly draw a starting tile, and then one of these double ones here for each player. I have this ancient race. It's gain a gene, green good, on this world at the start of the game. So I just took one out of the box and put it there. And that's a good. Goods can be picked up via the ship action and then brought back to your, I believe it's the citizenry, and you'll get either money or victory points depending on how you use it. If you use it as a good, well, let me just show you here. If you use it, it's called the trade action. If you use it as the trade action, you'll get money based on the color of the goods. So if I were to trade this, if I were to pick this up with a ship die and ship it back, I would get 5 money for that, and I'd move my credit marker up the track by 5. Or if I decide to consume it, I gain victory points, the number of which, bless you, she's allergic to my rules instructions. Yes. You can also consume, instead of getting money, you can get victory points. And the victory points that you earn, you always get at least 1 victory point. But you get bonus victory points for matching the color. So if you manage to match the good with each of these planets, the circles here have a color on them. If you match the good die with the planet color, if you match that, it's an extra bonus victory point. If you happen to pick this good up with a green die in this case, that would also be a bonus victory point. You'd have a green ship matching the world and a good matching the world. That's 2 matches there. It's 2 bonus victory points, a total of 3. So there's that. And then I also have, this is my starting double tile, mining industry, ship. Plus $1 for each good you consume, not trade, this phase from a rare element brown world. So that means if I were to consume a good on a brown world for victory points, I could also get some money from that. Normally, I'd only get money from trading, but this special ability lets me get money when I'm consuming and getting victory points. And then this one over here says, gain a rare element's brown die into your citizenry at the start of the game. Each player starts with 5 white dice. 3 go in your cup, 2 go in the citizenry, and then any extra dice that you get from these abilities or these starting abilities here would go wherever it tells you to put them. Her starting tile is Old Earth, and this is gain a consumption, purple die, into your citizenry at the start of the game. So she starts with a purple. Funny story about the purple die. It has no matching world, but it acts like a wild when it comes to consuming. So if you were to put this on a green world, this purple die on a green world, or a blue world, or a yellow world, it doesn't matter. It automatically matches, and you get a bonus victory point. Wow. So it's kind of like a wild when it comes, it's called a consumption. The purple die is like a consumption die. It's wild to every planet. So that's good for you. Same with, if you use it as a purple ship, it automatically matches the color of that planet. So whether you use it as a good or a ship, it'll match the planet color automatically. The gray worlds do not produce goods, so you cannot produce a good on these worlds. Okay. So, and then her double tile here is Explorer. You get $4 instead of 2 when stocking with an alien technology. So with a yellow die, if she decides to take the Explore action, which is this one here, she can get $2. Whenever you explore in this game, you're either going to take money or you're going to go into the bag and pull out more tiles to put into your build area, either under the diamond or under the circle. I haven't really gone over the different phases and the different actions here, so some of that may be foreign to you folks. And then the other tile says gain an alien technology yellow die into your citizenry at the start of the game, so she has a yellow die there. Okay. And hopefully this, I know I skimmed over a lot of stuff here, folks. I didn't tell you in detail what each of these phases did, but as we do them, hopefully it'll make sense. Okay, so are we ready? Do you want to give this a go? Okay, so we each start with 3 dice. So we're going to roll these in secret behind us.
This is the AI, right?
Yeah, that's not going to be rolled until we're ready to reveal everything. Okay. So we're going to roll these dice, and we're going to put them in their appropriate columns. That's what I said.
And we take one of these dice and we put them on a certified phase that we want.
Put this on a 1. I forgot. We get at least $1 to start.
Okay.
So, yes, so from here, we take one of our dice and we put them on the space on our strip that we want to activate.
On any phase.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It's going to be difficult for the folks at home to see what I'm doing. I could do something, I don't know, like that, just so that they can see what I'm doing. Yeah, sure. So basically I had something like this. I rolled those and this. So in order to assign, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this here and put it over here. And this is how many, this will activate for sure, and then this is how many times it'll activate. This is how many people or workers I have assigned to that action. Also, before we reveal, we have the ability to something called reassign, where we can get rid of a die, just put it off to the side, then take another die and put it into the column that we want.
But we don't have enough dice to do that right now.
No, I'm just saying it's a possibility. Okay. So from here, reveal. So we reveal. Okay, so it looks like you had a ship in the ship column and you moved the ship over to that. Mm-hmm. So we both picked this to right. So that's going to flip over. Now we roll the third player dummy die, and it's this. So we reveal that.
Subtle.
Right. So these two phases will happen this turn.
Okay.
So for the first, we both simultaneously do this.
Here's one question.
Yes.
Sorry. Let's say if I did the produce one, does this world produce a good or no?
No, gray worlds do not produce a good.
So what is this color then? Why do I have a white?
It's just, it doesn't match. It's never going to match. Those are like crappy dice. Those are like crappy goods. They never match the color of a world.
Why even have this face die then?
Because you still get a victory point for when you ship it. The matching the color only gives you bonus victory points.
Oh, so this can still on like your world, on a green world. So
you can put this if you had a yellow world, mm-hmm. you can put that good on a yellow world and then use a white ship die to ship it back. You can still get victory points depending on the color of the world, or you can still get victory points or money depending on the circumstances.
Okay.
You just won't get bonus victory points.
Yeah.
That's all.
I see. Now.
But you can still earn money.
Okay. I'm good. Alright,
sure?
So now we explore?
Yes, so now we explore. So there's two things that can happen here. We're going to use each of these workers separately. And we can either take $2 from that worker, like like this one, for example, I could decide to get $2 and just move up the track by 2. The other one I can do is that's one thing I forgot to do during setup. During setup, we're supposed to draw 2 tiles out of the bag and put them into our build queue.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do that now. My bad.
Oh, do we choose?
Yeah, we choose. These tiles are double-sided. So we're going to have one triangle, one circle, depending on what we want here. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I have to put this one here. Yeah. My bad, I forgot about that.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm good.
Now remember, I'll explain. While we are doing this explore action, again, we can either take money, or we can go into the bag and draw more tiles. The number of tiles you take depends on how many you put back. During this phase, we can take tiles that we do not like in our construction queue, and we can put them under this for now, and then we'll put them back in the bag at the end of the round. But we would take a number of tiles from the bag equal to the number we put back plus 1. You don't have to put any back, in which case we would just draw 1 tile from the bag. So if we do take tiles, they have to go underneath the existing tiles that we have out here. So, for example, if I did not like the Space Marines one, I can say, you know what, I don't like that, I'm going to put this underneath, and I will draw 2 tiles from the bag, and then I'll place those however I like. This one says remove any one of your dice, then gain $1 in military red die into your cup. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I like that one. I'm going to go ahead and actually do that. I'm going to spend 1 die into my citizenry to put this here for now.
Now, when it says worker, is it talking about the dice that are active or the dice that are in the citizenry?
The workers, those are workers. These guys are just, they're sleeping.
I see.
They're waiting for jobs.
Okay.
They're not going to work until they get paid.
I see.
So I'm going to take 2 tiles from the bag because I put 1 back under here for now.
Oh.
Plus 1. So I would get 2 tiles. And I'm going to put them...
Underneath? Or wherever?
Well, underneath. It would be underneath my stacks. But I want to decide how I'm going to build them first. I may decide, okay, these guys are expensive. This one costs 6. This one costs 4 to build. So I may go with the cheaper ones. Remove any of your 2 military deers.
How do you get better dice? Like, how do you get different colored dice?
How do you get different? It depends on the tiles that you build.
Okay.
You'll get more dice as you build more things. I definitely want this one. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put this on this side. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, now I still have these 2 that I didn't resolve. I'm going to go ahead and use them for money. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I have $5.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Yeah. I did 1 worker to go through the bag, and then my other 2 workers to get money. And now you're going to do that too. You've got 2 workers there. So you can have 1 worker get $2, or you can use both workers to draw tiles from the bag, or you can use both to get money, whatever you want.
I would like... Okay. Shoot. So I can do 2 to purchase this one? Oh no,
that's a different phase.
Developer.
That's a different phase.
So I have to do scout. Okay.
You have to either get money.
That's right.
Right.
Sorry.
This is the phase that we're on.
Yeah, explore.
Yeah, we're on scout, and I know there's a lot here. I know. This is her first time playing, and I haven't played in 3 years. Scout. We abandon tiles from anywhere. We draw X plus 1, put them at the bottom, or gain $2.
I'm gonna spend both of these workers to gain money.
Okay.
Right. So that's $4. Is that $4?
Yeah. Yes, that's right. So you put them in your citizenry, and you gain $4.
So that's 5.
Yeah, you're up to 5, same as me.
Okay. So you had 3 workers on explore. And that's why you put. Okay, I see.
Now we're done with this phase. Now we move on to this phase. None of us have workers there, so we don't resolve that. You do have a worker under produce, but it didn't activate this round.
Yeah.
So that one goes back in your cup, and I don't have any extra dice. Oh, okay.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
You can't prove
Fine, I can prove everything. I've got it on tape. So now we spend money. We have to spend as much as we can to put dice back into our cup. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice here and 5 money, which I spent. So I have to choose which ones to put back. I'm going to go ahead and put back 4 white and 1 brown into my cup.
Okay. I'm going to put back this. Can I do this?
Those 5?
Yeah. Spend all 5.
Yep, back into your cup. And whenever you land on 0 like that, you just go back up to 1.
Back up to 1.
Yeah. I guess if you want to do that, that's fine. Okay.
So the camera can see better, right?
Well, sure. Now this goes back in the bag here, the one that I got rid of.
Oh, it doesn't get discarded from the game?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Very cool.
Alright, so I'm just going to mix that up a little bit. Okay, and now we are back to...
Oh, this is exciting.
It's exciting.
I'm learning. I'm learning a little bit.
Good.
Okay.
It's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and roll dice. We're going to assign them. You can roll your dice. You can still roll your dice.
I'm sorry.
You can roll your dice.
What does F and H mean on your round summary?
Say what now?
On the top right, there's a start, and then it has 3 dice in the cup, 2 dice in the.
Where do you see this?
Right next to round summary is it's a diagram. It's like an icon. is the start and then 3 dice icons. And
your home world and it's
see.
your 2 starting.
I was just wondering what the F and H was. Sorry. Okay, thank you.
Sounds like a department store selling clothes, preppy clothes or something. F and H. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the camera. Alright, now I gotta pick what I want to do for this round.
And okay. Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna do, I think.
This is interesting.
I'm gonna do that. Actually, no. I'm gonna do that. That's a little overkill, though. Yeah. Huh.
So you have to spend 2 dice to use the dictate. You spend 2
Yes.
dice to. Okay.
So the way that works is you get rid of 1 die, put it off to the side. Your second die goes in the column that you want.
I see. Here's the question. This one, do I take a green die and put it on this, or is it only? When did you do that? Look, no. Like I.
When you build it, you put a green good on this world when you place it.
When I have the green die, or just a green die from the supply.
From the supply.
Okay.
You get a free green die when you place that.
I see.
And can you guys see what I'm doing over here? Trying to show you.
Yeah, no, I won't look.
There. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm thinking about either. Because she could activate anything, so I may want to just. I'm not gonna be doing. I can only do this once because I only have that. So there's no sense in having to do this twice. So maybe I'll just do something like this. That way, if she activates anything else, I'll be able to possibly use a worker for that action, whatever it happens to be. So I think I'm going to do something like that. And we'll see how this works out. And then whenever you're ready, hon, I'm good to go.
I'm gonna cry. I don't think.
You're going to cry. Okay, that's good. That's what we do in video. That's what we do when we play games. We cry.
Shoot. Okay.
It's all fun and games until someone cries playing.
This is rough, man. Oh, man. This is so rough. So what happens if you... How do you get new... The only time that you get new tiles is when you pick the Explore option?
Yes. But you've got tiles here.
I know.
So if you have circles or diamonds that you've rolled, you can take that action and put them on top.
But it costs these amount of workers, right?
Yes.
Oh,
But if you don't complete it in this round, you could complete it in a future round. You leave your diamonds dice on here or your circle dice on here, and then in future rounds you can add to them and then possibly finish it then.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
You can leave your dice on these half completed things.
Okay, that changes things then maybe. I don't know. All right, so.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You know what? I will do this then. Okay. So if I was there, okay, so one place to move this one here.
Should I turn the camera off while you think?
No. Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah?
I think I did this right.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see.
Alright, reveal. Let's see what happens.
I hope I did this right.
Okay. So, wait a minute. No, you can only reassign once.
Oh, you can only do it once?
Yes.
Okay, I see. Alright, then I'll put this back.
Yeah, I saw what you
That's
did.
fine.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and take a look at...
Yeah, I try to use dictate again, so you can only do it once, right?
Right, but how did you get a diamond under there?
I used this one to dictate and put it under there. Can I do that?
Right, yes. Okay, yeah. And then you used your explore die to add... Yes,
I had 2 explorers
Okay.
in this, so I used the explore dice to settle.
Yeah, very good.
And I used this to dictate.
Very good. That's perfect. Very good.
I'm sweating.
And it's just a game. Relax. It's all good. It's all...
Check it to see if I have any more time.
This is gonna be a long game. Okay, so let's see what actions activate or phases. So we've got.
We gotta do this one, right?
Right. Well, the same one I picked. Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, so now this one goes. You've got 1, 2, 3, and I've got the 1 here. Even though I didn't pick that action, I have a worker assigned to that column, so I can still use it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that circle there for now. And you can do what you're going to do with that one.
So I use these 3 workers to put that there?
Yes, very good. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And then I put all these back?
Whatever you didn't use, well, before you do that,
Sorry.
Now we move on to this phase.
Okay.
Are you going to use that?
No,
okay.
I can't.
Yeah, so you would put that, your dictate die, and the ones you didn't use back in your cup. I will use one of these die. Just knock that over. I'm going to use the white one because it doesn't really matter. Had I had a green one, that would have been perfect, but I do not have a green one. I'm going to use the white ship here. And this white ship is going to carry this good back, and I'm gonna ship it. That would be the. I can either trade it for money or consume it. If I trade it, I get $5. If I consume it, I'll get 2 victory points. I'll get 1 for shipping it, and then 1 because the green matches this. At this point, these are going back in the cup because I didn't use them. I've only got 1 there that I'm not using. I'm going to have 3 by the time I'm done. You know what? I'm kind of content with getting some victory points now. I'm going to go ahead and bring these guys back, and I'm going to take the consume action. Because this good matches the color of that world, I get a bonus victory point. So I'll get 2 victory points from these over here.
That's awesome.
Okay. And I think we are done. So now we manage our empire. I have 1 space buck. I'm going to go ahead and spend it to put a die back in the cup.
I'm going to spend this one to put back in the cup.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So this goes back up to 1.
Now we go back up to 1 again. Yep. Okay. And I think we are ready to give this another go. And these flip back over. I always forget. There we go. All right. Rolling dice. Okay, so I've got some useless crap going on here.
Indeed.
Oh, that worked. Let's do... I feel bad because the folks at home can't see what we're doing behind our screens.
Well, you can show. I won't look. So here, do this.
What am I going to put that one? Depends on what I'm going to do this round. I might do that actually. Yeah.
You can't pick 2 faces at the same time.
And then I will do. No, you can only pick 1 face. So I think that's what I'm going to do there.
Okay.
And actually, I could. I'm going to dictate. I'm going to do this and move this over here. Do something like that. Okay, that works. And whenever you're ready.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I'm good.
You're good? All right. So what I did was
and now we do this? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just to explain what I did so you don't get confused. I had a ship here. I had this here. I used this. This is a wild.
Mm-hmm.
I put it under this. So this is what I had going into it.
Nice.
I used the ship
Yep.
to produce, to activate the produce action. I dictated a ship to move this here.
Perfect.
Okay. And what did you do? You did the...
I just did the settle.
The settle.
Just moved it here.
Okay.
Just in case the AI rolls producer ship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually. That was actually...
Well, it's fine.
It's overkill.
Alright, so explore.
Dang it.
That's alright. And you activated the middle one, and I activated this one.
Oh, the produce.
Okay. So, do we have any workers here? No, we do not. So that we move on to the next one. I do not have any workers on this phase. You do. So you're going to put those dice onto...
Does it matter how many? me? Do I have to?
That carries. Yeah, it carries down into the next tile. So you're gonna build this. This goes back into your citizenry, and that gets into your tableau, and that effect activates.
Gain a good. It says gain a green good on this world.
On this world. Okay, so we're gonna put a green good on that world. Now this will go here until a new card comes along.
Oh man.
You can take that back during.
I can't explore, huh?
Not right now. No.
Dang.
I don't have any workers to do anything like that, so we're gonna move on to the goods here.
Oh,
I will now you can place a yellow good on a world that, well.
It can?
You can put a good on a world that produces, but you've already got the max of 1. These do not produce. These diamonds do not produce. These are gray worlds, they do not produce.
I see. So I can't put them down.
Right. Okay. But what I'm gonna do with mine, this one is a worker. It's just I'm gonna put a green good here and a brown good there, matching the colors. So I'm gonna try and get more victory points out of that if I can.
Oh, okay.
Now, I didn't use this, and I didn't use this, so these go back in the cup.
I keep thinking that... Yeah, okay, I see.
Now, you didn't use those dice?
No.
Okay, so they'll go back in your cup.
Okay. Now we spend?
Yeah, now we spend money to put dice back in the cup. I only had the 1.
And now we start over. Oh, we flip those?
Yeah, we flip these back over.
Okay, I'm getting the feel of it.
Yeah, I think it takes a couple of turns to really get a sense of how everything flows. But, okay, wow, that was crazy.
I'm so unlucky.
Not at all what I wanted. Okay, I mean, it's kind of useful, but... Alright. Man. Stupid. Oh! I got so many things tied up. Alright, this is, for the folks at home, I rolled this. Okay? I got that, I got a die tied up here, I got dice tied up here, but I'm given that. So, not helpful. So I'm probably gonna have to like choose. I'm gonna have to choose. I'd like to get this done, so we'll do that, and I will dictate that. Okay, and I think I'm good.
Shoot. This is tough.
Yeah, you also gotta guess what your opponent's gonna do too.
Yeah, I know.
What? I'm looking at the camera. I'm done. I've locked in my stuff. My cup is in the middle of the table. I have committed.
Okay. I think I'm... Oh, shoot. Oh, that's stupid, though. Why would I...
I don't know why.
Now, here's the question.
Uh-huh.
You may reassign one worker to become a shipper. So if I put 2 workers on this, does that mean that I get it and reassign one?
No, reassign is that special action that you can take. Dictate is one of the things that you can do for the reassign action. Yeah. That's your default reassign action, dictate.
Oh, so this one
sacrifice. That gives you an additional action that you can use as your reassign. Okay, in the beginning of the game, we only have one reassign action. It's called dictate, where we can give up a die to move another die somewhere else. That's dictate. That gives you an additional ability. Instead of doing the dictate action, you can do that action.
Just the reassign.
Right.
Okay. So it's basically a dictate, but with 1 dice.
Right.
Okay.
It's a better dictate ability.
I see. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so reveal. Yeah, I had all explorers. So let's roll this and see what happened.
Okay. I thought you were gonna do ship.
Well, I've got a lot. It's either that, it was either ship or I've got dice tied up everywhere.
Yeah.
And you picked the diamond.
Develop, yeah.
Okay. So starting with that one, you're the only one that has stuff there. So you're going to move 2 dice onto that. And you're going to build that.
I'm going to build this one.
Okay, so that goes into your citizenry.
Yeah.
And that gets put out now.
They're reassigned to a shipper.
Okay.
Right.
And yeah, so there's no special ability right now, but you'll get that during the game as you use it. That's another thing is remembering what abilities we have. We may forget some. I mean, that's just there's so many different abilities here. Some are instantaneous, some take effect throughout. Like this one of these here gives you like a permanent bonus. So moving on to settle. You don't have anything there, I do. I'm going to go ahead and move these guys over here.
I'd like to build an empty gas world, please.
Yeah, empty gas world. Again, you can take that back if you want to at the end of the phase.
Really?
At the end of the round when you're managing your empire, you can take that back. I don't remember if it goes into your cup or in the citizenry, though.
That's okay. I'll just leave it.
So I'm going to build this. This goes in my citizenry. Gateway station, gain a consumption purple die into your citizenry when you place this world. So I'm going to get a purple one out of the box.
Nice.
And put that there.
And now the ship.
And now the ship action. I did not use that.
I am going to do this.
Okay.
Wait, can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And that is a purple consumption. So you can either take 3 victory points. Or you can trade it. Like
How much would it be?
You can if you consume it, it's 3 victory points.
Yeah.
If you trade it, it's 5 money.
5 monies, right?
Based on the color of the good, it's 5.
Oh.
Or the color of the world, I think it is.
Yeah, it's the color. I think it's the color of the world. Wow, See, I really need the money, but that is just so good to pass up, because when am I ever going to get that again?
Well, you could.
I'm going to get the... Oh, God, this is going to bug me in the butt. Yeah, I'm going to get the victory points.
All right, 3 victory points for you.
Yeah, and this goes... I have no money. How am I going to get all my dice back? I have no dice.
You've got dice.
Yeah, I can spend 1.
You spend 1. Yeah, you can get a die back in your cup. Don't complain. I've got 1 myself. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 to put the purple die in the cup.
And you can use any die, right?
Yeah, you can pick any die you want.
Does this have... Okay, so...
I'm going to get more money.
Yeah. I'm going to pick a white one. Wait, am I? Yeah.
You're going to use a cup for 1 die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta flip these.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good sign usually. All right, I'm going to do this. Okay, actually that might.
That was funny.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. All right. So basically, folks, I had 2 die. Oh, you're done? Okay. All right, that's fine. So I had this, and I did that. I assigned the wild to the ship. So you had the...
Explore.
Ooh. Develop. Okay, so you had explore, that's develop, and I chose the ship action. Okay. And we'll start with the explore first. So you can either take $2 or you can well, you don't have anything to get rid of. So you can either draw 1 tile or you can take $2.
1 tile or $2. I might actually get the tile. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting $2.
$2. Okay, moving up.
So 1, 2.
Yeah, you're on 3 now.
Yeah. And I had to use my only die.
You need to do that. The diamond, no, we don't have anything there. Next ship. Okay, so I'm going to use the purple die for this to ship.
Oh, you're going to kill me.
And this one, I'm going to do this one here. So the way this works is I'm going to use this as consuming. Okay? And there's a reason I chose this over this. A, because this is more money. B, because my special ability says $1 for each good you consume this phase from a rare elements brown world. Oh. So even though I'm consuming, can I finish my thought, please?
Sorry. No, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So every time I consume a brown, I still get some money, which is $1. So with this, I get 3 victory points. 1 brown for matching the world. I get 1 for matching the world color. This is a purple consumption die for my ship. That matches that. So that's 3 victory points here for that. Plus, I get $1 for my ability here. So I get 1 money. This one, I could take 2 victory points if I wanted to. But because I've got so many dice out here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trade that. This is a green here, so I'm going to take 5 money. So I'm going to do up to 7. 2 to 7, yeah. Okay, and what are you doing?
This helps me.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Because these abilities don't take effect. And I keep rereading them over and over and over.
Alright, if whatever helps you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I had Explorer with the yellow, I could have gained double money. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. Okay.
Okay, so now the Empire Manage step. So I have to spend all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
I still don't have enough. So, but I get 7 dice back in the cup.
Really good. Alright, I'm going to spend all 3.
And this goes back up to 1.
And I'll do these 3.
Okay.
Ugh.
And now we
Terrible.
move on.
I'm falling behind.
Can you guys see that? Okay. Barely. Alright, so I've got this here. I've got that here. I've got that. That. And, ooh. I'm tempted to... What do I need right now? Yeah, I kind of like that. So I'm going to do something like that. For my action, I will go ahead and move that here, because I can't do more than 2 at the moment. And then these will just sort of sit out here in case those are done. Okay, yeah. Good call. Good catch. All right, are you ready to reveal, or are you still thinking? Okay, fine. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just roll this, see what happens. Okay, so we got this ship thing. Okay, so we had the explore action, the produce action, and this one.
This ship?
So for the first one, go ahead. You've got 2 dice. I've got 2 dice. So I'm going to take the... I wouldn't mind some money, actually. So I'm going to take these 2 and get some money. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't, like, split them, right?
You can split.
You can split
Yeah,
like
2.
a scout and a stock?
Yeah. Each worker is separate. You resolve them separately.
I will gain... forget it. I'm going to do... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'll do $4 and $2 for $6.
Say what now?
This counts as $4.
Oh, because of your ability?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so that counts as, so you got $6. Okay, so yeah, so you move up 6 on the track.
7, right?
Yeah,
because I already had 1.
Yeah, so you're up to 7. So now we move on to the goods part, which I activated. I'm going to put a good on brown and a green good on green. Works for me. These are not used, so they're going to go back in the cup. And then lastly, the ship phase, nothing happens there because we don't have any dice there. Okay, so now we manage our empires. I'm going to spend 3 of my 5, go down to 2, put these back in my cup. And
I'm going to spend 6, so I'll just go back to
okay.
7 minus 6 is 1.
1, right, and you're going to put all your dice back in the cup, right? Now, do you want to recall that, or are you going to keep it there?
I'll keep it.
Okay, you're going to keep it? Okay.
I don't know why.
All right.
Whatever.
In the future, in case,
Yeah, we'll see. It's never been helping me out, so whatever. It's useless.
Making sure the camera's still straight.
Yeah.
All right, somewhat. So there's that. Okay. So I just might as well do something like that.
What are wilds again? They can just be
Stars.
placed
Yeah,
anywhere?
you can put them in any column you want.
Okay, so if I do this, oops, okay, and maybe do, how do, okay, I'll do, I'll do this then. Yeah, I'll get myself set up a little. And then with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah?
Sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that.
You ready?
Actually.
How much battery do we have left?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. We've got 30 minutes left.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
that
gosh.
tongue though. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Good? Alright.
Dun.
Okay. So you can roll that if you want.
Sorry.
Diamond.
Okay.
Alright, so there's that, and there's the ship. Okay. So, starting with the explore action, I'm actually going to take a tile out of here. Actually, I'm going to put this one back, and I'm going to take 2. Alright, and then I'll figure out what I want.
So you abandoned one?
Yeah, I abandoned one. Alright, I'm going to put these under here.
Yeah, I'm falling way behind.
Okay. And what are you going to do with your explore? You got 4 explorers there.
Explore, I'm going to scout with this one and get $4.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And with these, I want to scout. I'm going to stalk with this one, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to scout with this. So that's 3 tiles?
Yep. Unless, you can't abandon. You don't have any to abandon.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, you're going to take 3.
And then just place...
Place them in order...
how, like, would I...
Yeah, just look at one at a time. Yeah, look at one at a time. Figure out where you want to put it. Because you're resolving one worker at a time.
Okay.
So, yeah, decide where you want to put that one.
So you don't actually get to, like, this. You have to...
Yeah, because, you're resolving one at a time.
I see.
At least that's the way I think it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And then, since we're done with this, I'm just going to put this back now, before I forget.
Do this one. And...
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I'm so mad.
What do you need help with?
I'm trying to figure out stuff.
Okay.
I'll just do this one.
Okay.
And this one has to go underneath, right?
Right.
That reassign just freaks me out.
Okay. Alright, so we're good with the explore part?
Yeah.
Alright, so now we move on to the... I'm not going to use my dice for this to build. So that's...
Uh-oh. These will go back.
Yeah, so these are just going to go back in the cup here, these three. Your developments can go back, or your circle ones can go back in the cup. And now we're on the ship part. You don't have anything to ship back, right? I am going to use the purple on the brown and the white here. Same thing. So basically...
My victory points.
Yeah, really. So I get 3 victory points for this.
Wow, that's good.
I'm going to give a change, though. I'm going to do 2 back. And these go, and I get $1 for my special ability. $1 for each good you consume from a brown world.
Wow.
So these go here. I'm gonna do.
Is that for any brown world, or just that one?
Any brown world.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna take $5 from this here to ship this back. So I'm gonna go up to 8. All right, and I think we're good. So I'm gonna spend 5 of my 8 to put these back. All right.
I spent 5.
Okay.
Or
Cool.
4, and then put it to 1.
Okay. Cool. All right. All right then. So let's see what we got here. This is ridiculous. Absolutely nuts. Okay. Well, that depends on the situation. I mean, that could be good.
No, for me, I'm rolling crabby like, man.
What the heck am I going to do with this? And I could do that maybe.
Huh.
Sure. I'll get it. I got longer arms than you do.
I know.
All right, I think I'm good with that. It's crazy.
This is rough. This wouldn't make sense. Man. Oh, actually, okay. Okay, I got it. I think I got it.
Okay, you good?
It's very confusing. It's just
What's confusing?
just because like the whole dictate and then trying to find out which phase you want to do, and I don't know. It's just all confusing. Oops. Okay.
Remember, you've got that 1 power.
Yeah, the reassign, but I can't have a shipper because I'm not placing anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a good to ship.
All right.
So I'm trying to figure out these stupid dice. Alright, so I got this. What phase do I want to do?
I don't know.
I'm definitely going to have to use this too. Okay. So that would be... You know what? No, I will do that. Okay, I think...
You think you're good?
Hold on.
Hold on.
My gears are turning.
That's what that smoke is.
Joy.
Joik.
Alright, so if I do...
Even the dog fell asleep.
This... Shut up. And this... Okay, I think I got it. No, wait.
Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, I think I got it.
I know, it's your first game. It's gonna...
I'm sorry.
It's your first game. It's okay.
It's
fine.
difficult.
You done?
I think.
Lift in 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm sweating so hard. I'm sorry.
Don't remind me to sanitize those dice afterwards. Okay, so you decided to do the same thing I did.
Wow.
Wow, what did you do over there? What did you do?
What do you mean what I do?
Okay, so you dictated a diamond to put that over to... okay, I see what you did.
This was like this, right?
Uh-huh.
So I chose this one to settle.
Okay.
Right? And then I dictated this one to go over there.
Why wouldn't you just... Instead of doing that,
What?
you had... This is what you had, right?
Yeah.
Just do this. That way you didn't have to dictate. You dictated a die. You moved the die from here. You moved the die from here to activate that, but then you dictated away from that to put it back over here again.
But I want this one.
Oh, is that what you want?
Yeah.
Okay, well then do that. You wanted that, right? Yeah. So you still have 3.
But I want...
What difference would...
Oh, yeah. I guess it wouldn't make a difference.
I'm just saying it'd be easier to do it that way. I'm just saying. Okay, you're good. All right.
Okay.
You do you, though.
I'm good, I think.
Okay.
That's funny.
All right, so we activated Diamond
Oh, man!
and World. Okay.
Oh, gosh, that was funny.
Diamond, nothing there. Well, these go back in our cup because we didn't use them. The first column.
The first one?
Yeah, this didn't get used. Yeah.
That stinks.
The World, I've got 5 dice here.
Ooh.
So I'm going to put 2 of them here to build that.
Cool.
This says, gain a novelty cyan die into your cup when you place this World.
Wow.
So I get to put this in my cup, per this.
Mm-hmm.
That goes in my citizenry. I'm also going to do 2 from this
Wow.
to build this asteroid belt.
Oh my god.
Gain a rare element brown die into your cup when you place this World.
Wow.
Brown die cup.
Oh, you got me in the cup. You got me in the bag. You got me in the cup.
Last die, 5th column, it costs 1 to build this. It's a gray world. Gain a military red die into your cup when you place this World. So I'm going to take a red, put it into my cup.
This is amazing.
Alright, and then this one is not being used.
I am just going to put these things here and put them here and grab this.
Okay, what does that say?
Gain a green die into your cup when you place it in this world.
A green die into your cup. There you go. Alright, Empire phase. Well, you get to put those back. So I spend $3 to take 3 dice. Back up to 1.
Wow. I'll spend 1 to gain the green one, I guess.
Okay. All good?
Sure.
Alright, how much? 25 minutes. All right.
Sorry. Half of that.
We'll do one more round and then we'll have to cut.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Half of that. Oh my gosh. I feel like showing you this.
That's alright. I trust you.
Here. Oh, can I show the camera?
Gotta show the camera.
Can they see? Don't look.
I'm not looking. You offered to show me for the record.
Hold on. Don't look. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay. I'm looking at my own thing here.
I don't know if you guys can see this.
Oh, they can totally see it.
Okay.
Alright, this is what I've got. Not very helpful here. Useless.
Interesting.
Actually, that could go there, but this is... She's never going to use that. I like that idea. So I think one of them is coming over here. And I will dictate once. I'd hate to use... No, let's dictate with this one. No, I'm going to dictate with this. And move that over here.
Wow. Okay.
Or...
2.
Actually, no. I want those. Because she may... See, those may come up. I mean, I could just buy that. I'll just buy them back. Okay, so I'm gonna dictate with that. Do that. Okay. And I think I am good to go whenever you are, hon. That good, huh? She's giving me a look.
I'm scared.
What are you scared for?
I'm so scared. Alright, I got an idea.
No, I thought you said you were done.
No. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Alright, well, because we're less than 2 minutes remaining on battery, I'm going to put a cut here. We'll pick it up toward the end and we'll give you our final thoughts. So stay tuned. And we're back with about 15 minutes left. The game just ended. We grabbed the last of the victory points. So we're going to tally our final scores. I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then whatever we've built here. So this is 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32. So I have 32 points. You have... You count.
Yeah. 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19 plus 9. 19 plus 9 is 28.
Really? 32 to 28. See? It was close.
Wow.
You had more points here, I think, than I did. I had a lot of 1-point worlds, 2-point worlds, 3-point worlds.
I didn't know. I thought these were just like the cost. I didn't know that these were victory points.
Oh, well, my bad. Well, again, this is our first time.
Yeah.
Well, your first time playing. But yeah, you get victory points for those too.
Oh, interesting. I thought it was just 9 to 18.
No, you got points for those too.
I see. All right, so now I don't feel like a complete loser.
No, so you did very well. What'd you think?
I liked it. The strategy is so hard. Like, my brain hurts, but I really like it. I just have to come at it a little bit more differently.
Yeah.
A bit differently.
I haven't played in 3 years, but I really enjoy the role for the Galaxy. I don't know how I feel about... I don't know which one I like better, Race for the Galaxy or Roll for the Galaxy. Roll for the Galaxy is definitely a slightly different beast. You've got more luck here, but you can also mitigate that luck by dictating things around. This game is very about predicting where your opponent's gonna... what you think your opponent's gonna do. And still, I mean, yeah, you still want to have dice in the column that you're going to activate, but it's now, what about the rest of your workers? You're trying to predict where they're going to go so that you can leave workers there and still activate on that phase, even if you didn't pick it.
Yeah.
So it also becomes a guessing game in that regard. Also, worker management. Constantly earning money, spending money to get workers back into your dice cup. I had a lot of dice throughout this entire game, but that was because I focused on good generation. I focused on generating goods, using those goods to get me victory points and a little bit of money through that ability there with the brown good world thing. And you focused on buying tiles that were high in value that gave you a lot of victory points. So either way,
I had a lot of trouble just trying to get money, so I was just buying whatever showed up.
Yeah. Well, you didn't ship once, I don't think. Well, yeah, you shipped once or twice, but not a whole lot.
I shipped 3 times.
Did you? Okay. Was it? Oh yeah, you did.
I did the 3.
Oh yeah,
every single time.
Okay, you got 3 yeah. So you didn't do it as often as I did, but you still made up for it over here, which is really good.
I think this helped me out. I wish I took advantage of this yellow ability so much earlier. It would have helped me with money better. It's just, I have trouble money managing with this game. I don't know why.
It was your first time playing, so it's to be expected.
It was fun. I really liked it. I have to say, I think I prefer the card game.
You like the card game better?
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. You're a big dice fan.
I love dice. I love this game too. It's not knocking down this game, but I love the card game.
You love the card game too? I can't wait for this to become a digital app. I don't know when that's going to be, if at all, but
that would be cool.
Yeah, for those of you at home that want to see what's inside the box, all these dice, this is all the stuff that we didn't use. More dice cups, just baggies, stuff.
I want to put orange juice in this cup and just
You will not. You will be ousted from this house.
It's just cups ousted.
Ousted.
Dice Forge.
Dice Forge, ousted. You'll have to roll blessings, but you'll be rolling your blessings out the door. So that was Roll for the Galaxy. I like this one. I think she does too.
I do.
You can find it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the below description for you. If you buy it through my link, I'll get a small cutback from that at no cost to you. All right, well, this is Vincent Natalie. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye, guys.